For 10 years, Kang Min-jun lived without feeling. The cold steel of his empire had replaced the warmth in his chest. As the most feared mafia boss in Seoul's underworld, he built walls so high that even light couldn't penetrate them. They called him the Ice King, the man who never smiled, the man who never felt, until a woman with skin like midnight and a spirit like wildfire walked into his frozen world and set everything ablaze. This is their story. It begins on a Tuesday night. Rain hammers against the windows of the Lotus Club, Min-jun's most exclusive establishment. A place where deals worth millions are made over single malt whiskey, where politicians rub shoulders with criminals, and where entry requires either an invitation or a death wish. The shipment arrives Thursday, midnight, Port 17. Anyone who interferes will not see Friday's sunrise. Yes, boss, it will be handled. Min-jun doesn't look up from the contract he's reviewing. At 35, his face is carved from marble, handsome but untouchable. His tailored Tom Ford suit costs more than most people earn in a year. His Patek Philippe watch has seen more blood than a surgeon's scalpel. But his eyes are what truly unsettle people. Dark, empty pools that reflect nothing back. The door bursts open, heels click on marble floor. Miss, you can't just... Watch me. She strides in like she owns the place. Laura, 28 years old, 6 feet tall in heels. Her black dress hugs curves that could stop traffic, and her natural hair frames her face like a crown. But it's her eyes that match Min-jun's for intensity. Dark brown, almost black, burning with something he hasn't seen in a decade. Fearlessness. You have 30 seconds to explain why you're still breathing. My name is Laura. Your men killed my brother. Multiple guns cock simultaneously. 5 guns train on her immediately. She doesn't flinch, doesn't blink, just stares at Min-jun like she's memorizing his face for a painting she plans to burn. I've killed many people's brothers. You'll need to be more specific. Emmanuel, 3 months ago, Lagos. He was moving pharmaceuticals through your territory without permission. Ah, the Nigerian who thought he could steal from me. He was wrong. He was my blood. Then you should have taught him better. She moves then, fast. Before anyone can react, she pulls a knife from her thigh holster and slams it into the mahogany desk, inches from Min-jun's hand. The blade quivers between his fingers. For the first time in 10 years, Kang Min-jun feels something. Surprise. Bold. I didn't come here for revenge. I came here for a job. Silence falls like a blade. Min-jun's second in command, Park Jin-woo, speaks up. Boss, she just threatened you. Let me handle this. No. Everyone out. But... Out! Footsteps echo. The door closes. They're alone now. Hunter and hunter. Predator and predator. The air between them crackles with electricity that has nothing to do with the storm outside. You walk into my club, threaten me, and then ask for employment. Either you're insane or suicidal. I'm practical. My brother's dead. My family's business is in ruins. I have 2 choices. Spend my life hunting you and probably die, or use my skills to rebuild what I lost. You need someone who understands the African markets, someone who can move product through channels the Korean syndicates don't know about. What makes you think I need anything from you? Because your Lagos operation has been hemorrhaging money since you killed Emmanuel. No one trusts your local operations anymore, but they trust me. I have my brother's contacts, his roots, and something you'll never have. What's that? Their respect. Min-jun studies her, really looks at her for the first time. There's something about the way she holds herself, the way her pulse doesn't race despite the danger. She reminds him of someone from before the ice, before he became this. You have courage, I'll give you that. But courage without fear is just stupidity. Who says I'm not afraid? Your heartbeat, steady, your hands, still, your eyes, defiant. Maybe I'm just good at hiding it. He reaches out then, surprising himself. His fingers hover near her cheek, not quite touching. She doesn't move away. For a moment that stretches into eternity, they exist in that space between contact and distance. Then his phone rings. The moment breaks. What? When? I'll be there in 20 minutes. He ends the call, his mask sliding back into place. But something has shifted, something microscopic but tectonic. You start tomorrow. Jin-woo will brief you. Betray me, and what I did to your brother will seem merciful. I don't betray my employers, Mr. Kang. Don't make me regret this, Miss Laura. She watches him leave, then pulls her knife from his desk. The blade gleams in the low light. What have I just walked into? 3 weeks pass. Laura proves herself valuable, then invaluable. She reopens the Lagos channels, negotiates peace with the Nigerian syndicates, triples Min-jun's African revenue in under a month. But she does something else too, something no one expected. She makes him feel. These numbers can't be right. They are. I told you I knew what I was doing. 300% increase in 3 weeks. 347% actually. But who's counting? He looks up at her. She's leaning against his desk, completely comfortable in his space. No one is comfortable in his space. But she treats his office like her living room, his guards like amusing decorations, and him like a man, not a monster. It unsettles him. You're cocky. I'm good. There's a difference. You sound like someone I used to know. Who? The almost smile dies. The wall slams back down. No one. You can go. What happened to you, Minjun? That's Mr. Kang to you. We've spent nearly every day together for 3 weeks. I've seen you order executions over breakfast and negotiate treaties over dinner. I think we're past formalities. You don't know anything about me. I know you don't sleep. I know you drink whiskey like water but never get drunk. I know that sometimes, when you think no one's watching, you look at your hands like they belong to someone else. He freezes. No one has seen that. No one should have seen that. You're observant. That's good for business, bad for your health. What happened 10 years ago? Thunder rumbles, rain intensifies outside, the storm matches the one brewing inside him. For 10 years, he's kept this buried. For 10 years, no one has dared to ask. But this woman, this fearless, infuriating woman, asks like she has every right to know. And maybe she does. Her name was Soo Yeon, my wife. Tell me, we were young, stupid, in love. I was just starting out, trying to make a name for myself. She was an artist, painted these beautiful, terrible things, light and darkness on canvas. She saw beauty in everything, even in me. He's still staring out the window, seeing the past reflected in the rain-streaked glass. I came home one night, late. Our apartment was dark. I thought she was asleep. But when I turned on the lights, the rival gang, the Yakuza, they wanted to send a message. They sent it, written in her blood. Min Jun. I killed them all. Every single one. Spent 6 months hunting them down. When it was over, when the last one was dead, I felt nothing. The rage was gone, the love was gone, everything was gone. Just emptiness. Cold. I've been cold ever since. Laura moves then, crosses the space between them, and does something no one has done in 10 years. Something so simple yet so profound it cracks the ice around his heart. She touches him, her hand on his shoulder, warm, real, alive. Minjun inhales sharply, like a drowning man breaking the surface. You're not cold, Minjun, you're frozen. There's a difference. Cold is permanent. Frozen can thaw. I don't know how. Maybe you don't have to know. Maybe you just have to let someone else warm you. They stand like that, her hand on his face, his eyes searching hers for something he lost a decade ago. Hope. The possibility of feeling, of being human again. Why aren't you afraid of me? Because I see you. Not the Ice King, not the killer. You, the man who loved so deeply that losing her broke something inside him. The man who's been protecting that broken part for so long he forgot it could heal. You should run. I destroy everything I touch, then destroy me. I dare you. He kisses her then, or she kisses him. It's impossible to tell who moves first, but suddenly they're crashing together like waves against rocks. 10 years of ice meeting an inferno of fire. His hands in her hair, her fingers gripping his shirt. A kiss that tastes like whiskey and danger and something neither of them expected. Hope. The door bursts open. Boss, we have a problem. I'm sorry, what is it? The Yakuza. They know about the shipment. They're planning to intercept. The moment shatters. Minjun's face hardens back into the Ice King, but Laura saw beneath it. And now that she's seen, she can't unsee. Assemble the team. We move in 1 hour. Yes, boss. Jin Woo leaves. Silence falls again, but it's different now. Changed. Charged with everything unspoken. Minjun, that was a mistake. It won't happen again. Don't do that. Don't retreat back into your ice castle. This is who I am, Laura. This is all I am. That's a lie and you know it. I have work to do. So do you. Running from the Yakuza or running from feeling something? He stops at the door. Doesn't turn around. Both. And he's gone, leaving Laura alone in his office, her lips still burning from his kiss, her heart pounding with something she hasn't felt since her brother died. Something dangerous. She's falling for the Ice King. The ambush comes at midnight. But not where they expected. The Yakuza don't go for the shipment. They go for something more valuable. They go for Laura. Gunfire erupts. Shouting. Chaos. Minjun, they found me. The safe house. How did they? Where are you? Basement. I've barricaded the door, but an explosion. The connection cuts out. Laura. For the second time in 10 years, Kang Minjun feels fear. Not for himself. For her. the woman who walked into his frozen world and made him feel again. The thought of losing her, of finding her the way he found Soo-yeon. It breaks him, and in breaking it remakes him. Find her. Now. I don't care how many of them you have to kill. Find her. Boss, we should... If she dies, everyone in this room dies with her. Move. They've never seen him like this. The Ice King melting into rage and fear and something that looks almost like love. He tears through the city like a hurricane, leaving destruction in his wake. Every Yakuza safe house, every known location, bodies pile up like snow, and then he finds her, a door. Being kicked in, fighting sounds, get away from her. She's bleeding, surrounded, fighting like a lion with a knife against 5 men with guns. But she's still fighting, still defiant, still fearless. Min-jun moves like death itself, cutting through them with precision and fury. In 30 seconds, all 5 are dead. In 31 seconds, he's holding her. Laura. Laura, look at me. Took you long enough. You're insane. You're crying. He is. For the first time in 10 years, tears streak down Kang Min-jun's face. Not from grief this time, from relief, from fear, from feeling. I thought I lost you. I thought, like Soo-yeon, I can't do that again. Then don't let me go. Never. I will burn this entire city down before I let anyone touch you again. There's the fire I was looking for. He kisses her then, desperate and deep, tasting blood and smoke and life. She's alive. She's in his arms. He can feel again. Fear and love and rage and hope all swirling together in a storm. That's been building for a decade. Sirens wail in the distance. Boss, we need to move. Police are coming. Get the car. Now. He carries her out like she weighs nothing, like she's the most precious thing in the world. Because she is. She's the warmth in his winter, the crack in his ice, the proof that he's still human underneath it all. 3 days later, Laura is recovering in Min-jun's private penthouse. The wound wasn't as bad as it looked, but everything has changed. The Yakuza attack was a declaration of war, and war means casualties. I'm sending you away. Excuse me? Europe. I have contacts there. You'll be safe. You can start over. Are you seriously trying to ship me off like cargo? They tried to kill you, Laura. They'll try again. As long as you're with me, you're a target. I was a target the moment I walked into your club. That hasn't changed. Everything has changed. Before you were an employee. Now you're... What am I, Min-jun? Say it. He can't. The words stick in his throat like broken glass. Admitting it makes it real, makes it vulnerable, makes it something that can be lost. You can face down entire gangs. You can kill without hesitation. You can build an empire on blood and fear. But you can't say 3 words to a woman who's already taken a bullet for you. I didn't ask you to do that. And I didn't ask you to care. But here we are. You don't understand. Everyone I love dies. It's a curse. A pattern. First my parents. Then Soo-yeon. I won't let you be next. That's not love talking. That's fear. And I thought you didn't feel fear anymore. I didn't. Until you. Silence. Heavy and profound. Laura crosses to him, forces him to look at her. Listen to me. I grew up in Lagos. My father was murdered when I was 12. My mother died of grief 2 years later. My brother was all I had, and your world took him from me. I know loss, Min-jun. I know fear. And I chose to walk into your life anyway. Not because I'm reckless, because I saw something in you worth the risk. What if I lose you? What if you don't? What if for once the story doesn't end in tragedy? What if the Ice King gets to keep the woman who warmed his heart? You really are fearless. No, I'm terrified of the Yakuza, of this life, of what I feel for you, but I'm done running from fear, and you should be too. He pulls her close then, careful of her injuries, holding her like she might disappear if he lets go. I don't know how to do this, how to love someone and not lose them. Neither do I, so we'll figure it out together. The Yakuza won't stop. This war will get worse before it gets better. Then we fight, together. I didn't come this far to back down now. If you stay, you're all in. No half measures. You'll be my partner in every sense of the word. Business, war, life. I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you, Laura. It terrifies me, but I love you. I love you too, Kang Min-jun. Ice King, monster, man, all of it. They kiss. Slower this. Time. Deeper. A promise sealed with touch. Outside, Seoul glitters with a million lights. A city of secrets and danger. Their kingdom. Their battleground. But in this moment, in this penthouse above the world, there's only warmth. The war with the Yakuza lasts 6 months. 6 brutal, bloody months. But Min-jun doesn't fight it alone anymore. Laura stands beside him, equal parts queen and warrior. Together, they're unstoppable. Gunfire, explosions, strategic meetings. She strategizes while he executes. She negotiates while he intimidates. She sees angles he misses. He provides force where she needs it. They move like a single organism, two halves of a devastating whole. And slowly, inevitably, they win. You should be dead, Kang, like your wife. My wife is dead, but I'm not, and neither is the woman I love. That's the difference between you and me. You take, I protect, make the call. End this. The Yakuza boss does. One phone call to Tokyo, a treaty signed in blood and concession. The war is over, Min Jun's empire is secure, and he has something he never thought he'd have again, a future. 1 year later, ocean waves crash, seagulls cry overhead, they're on a beach in the Maldives, far from Seoul, far from the blood and the empire, just two people watching the sunset paint the sky in colors Soo-yeon would have loved. She would have liked you. Soo-yeon, you both saw beauty in darkness, hope in monsters. You're not a monster, Min-jun. You're just a man who survived the only way he knew how. I'm different now. Because of you. We're different. Both of us. I came to you looking for revenge. I found something better. What's that? Home. He turns to her then, this woman who crashed into his frozen world like a comet, bringing fire and light and life. From his pocket, he pulls a small box. I don't have pretty words. I'm not good at this. But will you marry a reformed Ice King? Reformed? Debatable. But yes. Yes, I'll marry you. He slides the ring onto her finger. Diamond and sapphire, ice and fire, perfectly balanced, like them. I never thought I'd feel again. Thank you for proving me wrong. Thank you for letting me try. They stand there as the sun sets, two survivors finding peace in each other's arms. The Ice King thawed by fire, the fearless woman who dared to touch him. Love, it turns out, is the most dangerous thing of all, and sometimes the most worth it. For 10 years, Kang Min-jun lived without feeling. Then Laura touched him, and in that touch, he found not just warmth, but life. Not just feeling, but purpose. Not just survival, but love. Some ice is meant to melt, some fires are meant to burn, and some stories are meant to have happy endings. This is theirs. The ocean waves fade, a heartbeat steady and strong.